The #Crystal Palace of Valoria stood shrouded under a sky thick with storm clouds, its golden spires dimmed by the weight of a kingdom on the brink of collapse. Queen Meghan paced the grand hall, her sapphire gown trailing like a river of sorrow across the polished marble, her coronet glinting coldly against her trembling brow. The air was heavy with the scent of rain-soaked stone and the acrid sting of betrayal, as if the palace walls themselves mourned the monarchy's unraveling. Days ago, a leaked #IO had laid bare He and Prince Harry's rawest arguments, twisted to paint them as a divided front. Now, a new catastrophe had erupted, its ferocity unmatched. Tyler Perry, once trusted ally from the neighboring realm of Eldoria, had unleashed 86 clandestine videos, their contents so explosive they set Valoria's scrying orbs ablaze. The footage, private moments of heated #Anges, unguarded confessions, and cryptic talks about the Starstone, cast Meghan and Harry as schemers plotting against Valoria's crown. Perry's chilling decor #EE, broadcast alongside, branded them enemies of trust, igniting fury from noble halls to tavern corners. Worst of all, Harry had fled to Anglia, his sudden departure a desperate act that left #Meghan to face the storm alone, only for whispers to confirm his frantic return. The palace, once a beacon of grandeur, felt like a crumbling mausoleum, its corridors echoing #if courtiers' murmurs, and the relentless flicker of orbs replaying Perry's damning videos. Tonight, Meghan had planned to convene the Starlight Conclave, a clandestine assembly to counter the traitor weakening the Starstone, the ancient relic tying Valoria's prosperity to the royal line. Her heart, scarred by relentless scandals, her foreign origins, rumors of a fake pregnancy, a forged video of Harry's infidelity, her father's Netflix betrayal, and the doctored audio, now bled under this new assault. The videos #Captain #Ud moments she barely recognized, her voice, sharp with desperation, pleading with Harry to end his secret quests, his mentions of Anglia's hidden archives, their shared dread of a palace traitor. Perry's accusations, once unthink #able from an ally who had championed #D their vision, claimed they sought to hoard the Starstone's power, betraying both Valoria and Eldoria. The court's VIPs pounced, their whispers branding Meghan a usurper, her reign a fragile lie. Meghan's fingers clutched a velvet curtain, her emerald eyes scanning the raw #in El-Ashed courtyard below, where torches flickered like fading hopes. Harry's absence had been a festering wound, his departure to Anglia a mystery that gnawed at her. She recalled their last night in the royal gardens, the air thick with jasmine, his green eyes haunted as he whispered, Anglia's archivist hold the key to saving the Starstone. I have to go. She begged him to stay, her voice breaking. No more secrets, Harry, but he had #ped away at dawn, promising answers. Now, Perry's videos painted his quest as a betrayal, a scheme to seize the relic's power. Was it true, or another lie spun by the traitor warned of by Lysera, Vera, Caliph, and Seraphine? The question burned as fiercely as her paean. A breathless herald burst into the hall, his cloak dripping with rain, high #SF ace pale with urgency. Your Majesty, Prince Harry has returned from Anglia, and is at the Gloomhaven Inn. I #in the Shadow District, WITH an unknown figure. The guards await your command. The words struck like lightning, a mix of relief and dread flooding Meghan's heart. Harry was back, but with another stranger. The court's whispers surged, their eyes glinting with malicious delight, as she swept through a hidden passage, her gown trailing like a storm's edge against the cold stone walls. A plain carriage sped through the capital's rain-slicked streets, past flickering lanterns and shuttered stalls, the clatter of hooves a relentless echo of her racing thoughts. Meghan's mind churned with memories of Harry's early days in Valoria, his reckless charm, his defiance of court protocol, his vow to stand by her through every trial. But his secrets, meetings with Lysera, Vera, Caliph, Seraphine, and now this, had eroded our trust. The video's images burned in her mind, their arguments, her tears, his cryptic words about Anglia. Perry's betrayal, once unimaginable, felt like a blade twisted by a hidden hand. Was he the traitor, or another pawn? The Gloomhaven in loomed here #D, its weathered facade aglow with a conspiratorial light, its air thick with wood smoke and whispered secrets. Meghan pulled her #OD low, her steps swift as she navigated the tavern's smoky common room, ignoring the curious stars of patrons clutching their ale. She climbed the narrow stairs to the room named by the herald, her pulse #a deafening #or. She pushed the door open without knocking. Harry stood by a flickering hearth, his auburn hair damp with rain, his green eyes wide with a mix of relief and desperation. Beside him stood a figure cloaked in deep violet, their face obscured by a hood, their hands clutching a small, rune-etched orb that pulsed with faint L#ite. The scene was charged with tension, far from the treachery the videos implied, but the sting of Harry's secrecy cut deep. Meghan's voice sliced through the silence, sharp as a blade. Harry, you flee to Anglia, leave me to face Perry's videos alone, and now you're hoey with another stranger. While 86 clips tear our lives apart, you keep secrets. The figure lowered their hood, revealing a face etched with scars and resolve, their amber eyes glinting with quiet authority. I am Alindra, they said, #ear voice low, but resonant #T, like a wind through ancient ruins. I am a seer of the veil, guardian of Valoria's lost prophecies. Prince Harry sought me in Anglia to uncover the truth behind Tyler Perry's betrayal. Harry stepped for #Ward, his hands raised in supplication. Meghan, the videos are a fabrication, woven with half-truths to destroy us. ELNDIA found a prophecy in Anglia's archives that reveals Perry's actions were coerced by the traitor we've been hunting, the one threatening the Starstone. Meghan's eyes blazed, her voice trembling with pain. Coerced. Perry, our ally, releases 86 videos exposing our every word, and you claim it's not his fault. After my father's lies, the forged video, the audio, and now this. How many more secrets, Harry? The video's raw emotion had gutted her, her own voice, pleading for unity, twisted to sound like deceit. Harry's mentions of Anglia, framed as betrayal. Her heart, bruised by months of scandal, ached under #the weight of this new wound. ELNDIA raised the orb, its light casting eerie shadows across the room. This is a prophecy orb, they said. It holds visions of the Starst #one's fate. The videos were doctored, your words spliced with lies to incite chaos. Perry was ensnared by a binding spell, forced to release them by a traitor within the palace, a figure wielding ancient magic to control minds. They produced a tattered scroll its edges glowing with sigils. This PR prophecy, found in Anglia, names the traitor as a shadow within the Starlight Conclave. They seek to shatter the Starstone, plunging Valoria into ruin. Harry took Meghan's hand, his touch desperate. I went to Anglia to find a #NSWAS, he said, his voice thick with regret. I should have told you, but I feared the traitor would #strike if we acted openly. #Perry's not our enemy, he's a victim. Meghan pulled away, her heart torn between betrayal and duty. You've broken my trust, Harry, she said #ID. But if Valoria is at stake, we face it together. Elindra's amber eyes gleamed with approval. The Starstone's chamber lies beneath the palace, guarded by traps only a royal can disarm. He traitor knows you're close. We must act now. Meghan straightened, her coronet a reminder of her duty. #Perry's videos, the court's whispers, the pain, they could wait. Valoria's survival hung in the balance. Lead on, she said, her voice resolute. As they left the inn, the rain ceased, revealing a moon that cast long, treacherous shadows. The traitor was out there, their identity still cloaked, but Meghan's resolve burned brighter than her pain. The Starstone, and her kingdom's future.